So, sure, and I appreciate that. But here's the brass tacks. The phase 3 clinical trials are still going on. The efficiency data is not available, not just to us, but also to government. And you've gone ahead and given emergency use licensure. Now the question is, while of course everyone is desperately waiting for a vaccine and they want it to be rolled out as soon as possible so that people can get the injection, get on with their lives, but are we rushing the process through? What is it that you wish to say to those who are skeptics, who are not convinced with the fact that efficiency data is not available, yet clearances have been given? You're hoping, and you've given an elaborate reason for why you believe that it shouldn't have an effect, but isn't equal to 100%. So basically, we're giving clearance without being 100%. Is that correct?
Well, Rahul, that is why it is emergency use authorization. Remember, an emergency use authorization, even in the case of any other vaccine, is in the face of a relatively less complete data and information. That's why it's an emergency authorization. And remember the other condition, which covers the point that you're making. It is said in the recommendation, and I support that when you use this vaccine, unlike the Covishield vaccine, you will use it in the clinical trial mode. This is a very critical conditionality attached to the use of ICMR Bharat Biotech vaccine. That means those who will receive this vaccine will be followed up and will be treated as if they are part of a clinical trial. They will be consenting to be a part of receiving the vaccine. In any case, all vaccines are voluntary to be taken. And they'll be followed up as if they are in a clinical trial, and they'll be watched, they'll be observed in a very keen manner. And thirdly, remember, the clinical trial goes on, and as it unfolds, as the efficacy data becomes available, further decisions by the DCGI would be taken. So it is, you see, why we have gone for this, I believe, is because there is an emergency situation. It is our guarantee against particularly potential mutations that may vitiate the utility of other vaccines. And God forbid, if we have a massive outbreak of such variants of the virus, we would be in a fix. And this vaccine is therefore a special guarantee for us. At the same time, it is to be operated within the system which is scientifically valid and appropriate, under the oversight of the clinical trial regime.
Dr. V.K. Paul, how many of these two vaccines is the government purchasing from the companies in phase 1? How many are you purchasing from Bharat Biotech? How many are you purchasing from Serum Institute? And what will be the scale of the rollout, say in the first 1 month? In the first 1 month, how many vaccines do you hope to administer to citizens of this country?
Well, the specific number is yet to be decided. As you know, the first wave is to cover 30 crore individuals. 26 crore of them are people above the age of 50, and that's a real focus of the first wave. But to begin the first wave would be the vaccination of healthcare workers and frontline workers. And then as it picks up, the other waves will start, and at a given time, then they'll be all operating simultaneously in very near future. We still have to work out exact how many doses have to be ordered, let's say this month, and how many to come next month. I think it's a matter of time now that we know that we have these two options. So this will unfold. But remember, we would like to complete vaccination of the people overall in the quickest time possible, based on the availability of the total repertoire of vaccines that we have. Tomorrow, we may have a third vaccine. Sputnik vaccine may be available. Cadila vaccine may be available. So the stockpile will be building up steadily, and the speed of vaccination would also increase in keeping with the available stockpile, available supplies, as the entire first wave could be covered in a matter of a few months. And from our point of view, soonest possible, because to administer vaccine on ground, we have time-tested programs such as the UIP and our election experience. So that can happen pretty rapidly, but it has to be matched with the available supply
Okay.
and the supply chain.